Hi there, I'm Graham from Glasgow, pretty inexperienced brewer, only done a few batches and what have you, but one thing I have done quite a few times now is use these Mack's brewing caps. I don't know if you've heard about them, but I'll put a little link down below where you can get them. Dirt cheap. You get the caps, you get a little vial of yeast, which I believe is champagne yeast, and you also get a free recipe book for making lots of different stuff with them. And they're really easy. The beauty of them is you can brew in standard plastic, like Coke bottles, whatever, water bottles. So basically I've done, all you need to do is stick in a bit of apple juice or whatever, any type of juice you want, stick in some of this yeast, put the cap on and leave it for a week or so, and Bob's your uncle, you know. Really, you end up with a carbonated alcoholic drink. Pretty easy stuff. So I'd actually done a few batches before and added some sugar to them to kind of up the alcohol level a wee bit, but I've found them to come out kind of sweet. So I've done 2 of these bottles that you're about to see. These are actually 3 litre bottles, which are kind of hard to come by, but I found that in Iceland they do 3 litre bottles of Coke, and they did like 2 for a fiver or 3 for a fiver, I think it was at one point. So I just bought them, binned the Coke, and you've got pretty cheap fermenting vessels that will still fit in your fridge. So these are 3 litre. So this is actually the second one, so I know this batch is pretty good. So all this was budget apple juice poured into the bottle to that level, which I'll come to in a minute. Sprinkle in a bit of yeast, give it a bit of a shake, and stick on your Mack's cap, which is just like a standard cap, but it's got like a rubber film across the top with a tiny gap, and that's just enough just to let the CO2 out, but it carbonates your drink at the same time. So when it's fermented out, it's carbonated really easy. So basically apple juice, yeast, cap on, shake, leave it about a week. I found works pretty well. Now the first couple of days sometimes it looks as if nothing's really happening, and I've had this a couple of times, so what I've done is I've just sat the bottle next to a radiator, heated it up a wee bit, and just that helps to get the yeast going, but once it goes, you know. Also found that with added sugar you don't get much of a krausen, but for some reason I used apple juice straight this time, as I say, because the other batches were kind of sweet, and I wish I hadn't put it this high, put it that way, because it pretty much blew out the top, you know. Pretty hefty krausen on it, but it, you know, did the job, and I'll give this a little pour and show you what the end result is. You know, for such a simple brew, it's a really good result, probably a better result than I've had from brewing cider and demijohns, to be honest. So pretty lively. You have to be a wee bit careful when you first open these. Doing this pissing over the floor and doing the brewmaster bend, getting the mop out. So I'll just take it a little bit easy there, but I don't know if you can see at all, but the carbonation is going mental in there. So the other bottle didn't actually do this quite as much, to be honest. Just take this easy. So as I said, I'll put a link down the comments section to the Mack's website, and you can pick them up. And I think I got 5 of these caps and the yeast and a downloadable like PDF recipe book you get with it as well. So see, for the money it's dirt cheap, and you can use them again and again and again. You know, there's really doesn't seem to be much of a limit to how many times you can use them. Right, I might have to edit this down a bit because it's going a bit nuts, but what it does prove is that you end up with a carbonated beverage at the end of the day. Nah, we're alright, we're good. Right, that's it done. Oh, it's getting a wee bit lively at the top there, so you can see what you're getting there. Pretty lively stuff. So I'll give this a pour. A wee bit tricky with a heavy 3 litre bottle, but I'll try and do it in front of the camera so you can see. That's pretty heavy. Right, here we go. I'll just stick this down. So I know some of you will be looking at this and going, oh, it's a bit cloudy, but to be honest, I kind of like my ciders cloudy. The clarity doesn't really bother me at all. It's more about the taste. You can see that head is even sticking around, you know. Pretty amazing. Sorry about that, the girlfriend interrupted me here, so that was a couple of minutes and there's still a bit of a cap on there, isn't there? So you probably can't see too well because it is frosted up, because it's been in the fridge for ages, so, but it's well carbonated. It's absolutely beautiful. Sweet up front, but not too sweet. Well carbonated. Super clean, no nasty taste there at all, and a nice dry finish. Now I've been trying to get that kind of result from Demijohn cider, doing turbo ciders in the Demijohn. I've tried it with added sugar, I've tried it with no added sugar, I've tried it with cider yeast, I've tried it with other types of yeast, tried hopping it, I've tried all types of things, and the results haven't been that brilliant, you know. In fact, some of them have tasted a lot like white wine. You know, and I don't really want my cider to taste like that, but so I've done the exactly same thing but with a Demijohn, just with apple juice, and fermented it right out, didn't use any back sweetener whatsoever, and the end result wasn't anywhere as nice as that. It tasted a bit like K-cider. I don't know if you've tried that, but to me it's a kind of chemically tasting cider almost. It's not like that, got that beautiful appley taste. And none of the ciders I've done in Demijohn have had that appley taste. There you go, well carbonated. So basically, if you haven't tried these, give them a shot. They're super cheap, they're dead easy to use, and the end result is fantastic. As I say, not really got a better result in a cider, and it's so simple. It's not even complicated. It's just apple juice in a bottle, bit of yeast, put the cap on, leave it for a week, stick it in the fridge. There you go, and that comes out at about 4.5%, just using straight apple juice. As I said before, I've done other ones with added sugar, and it does bump the alcohol up. They're pretty strengthy, but they taste sweet, you know. The yeast is meant to be a champagne yeast, which you would think would ferment right out regardless, but it doesn't seem to do with these caps. I don't know why. Maybe some of you guys might know and you could tell me in the comments below, but that's my experience. So I just really wanted to share it with you, and especially for Brewmaster Ben, because we've been kind of having a couple of messages back and forth about these ciders and what have you. So there you go. I'll wrap it up there, and go to the link down there, go to Patmax, get some of these and give it a shot. Cheers.